They sell the sexy and safe route for weight loss. You're one pill away from losing 15 pounds. Just take this shot for the perfect summer body. They sell this beautiful quick fix temptation. And what they don't tell you about is the horrible shortcut mentality that this establishes. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. The reason why people indulge in junk food or resort to Ozempic, it begins with this quick fixed mindset that they have cemented without even realizing it. So let me tell you a story and see if you can relate to it. You're sitting there minding your own business, you're in la la land, whatever. And all of a sudden this troubling thought comes in. And you don't want to think about it, you don't want to deal with it, but it's still there. So you want to make yourself feel better. You don't want to feel crummy. So what you do is, what makes me feel better? Cookies do. Okay, I'll eat some cookies.
Cookie!
Oh, that feels pretty good, I'll have another one. And so what you're teaching your mind at the subconscious level is whenever things are hard to deal with, you're gonna eat cookies. So what happens? I feel bad, I'm gonna eat more cookies. I feel worse, even more cookies. And you're building just this horrible, toxic feedback loop. And then all of a sudden, those cookies, they pay dividends. And you look in the mirror and you don't look so hot. So your mind is gonna resort to the only tactic it knows, which is the easy way out. So you are overweight. What's the next step? Ozempic, that's easy. So you're gonna start taking that. And all this shortcut mentality does is it builds a fast lane towards being anxious and depressed. In this circumstance, don't commit to a plan. Commit to a lifestyle. If you commit to a plan, you'll follow it for 12 weeks, and then when those 12 weeks are over, you'll go back to the same old habits. When you change your lifestyle, it takes patience because it takes time. It takes strength because you can't shy away from your big problems. It takes self-respect because no one's gonna do it for you but yourself. And it takes having systems in place. I like to think of it like how Apple has a firewall in place to prevent viruses and bugs from coming in. You have to do the same thing to protect your body and your mind. I also chose this side of the refrigerator so no one could be that nosy, what up? Systems to install. I think it's easier to install systems on what to avoid. So what do I mean by this? Avoid fast food, avoid ultra-processed meals, avoid those sugary drinks. So when you cut those out of your diet, you make room for the high-quality meals that you're supposed to eat. So right now while you're watching this, go into your pantry and start throwing away all the junk food. I don't care what your roommate says. If anything, just tell them to like and subscribe to my videos. I want you to treat junk food like how the world treated COVID. Hear me out. Keep your distance. It's contagious. You got to stay 6 feet away from it, right? Have that mentality. If it means you packing your lunch and bringing it to work, do it. That's dope. If it means you chewing gum because you need something to snack on, do it. It's dope. If it means carrying around a gallon of water with you everywhere you go, do it. It's dope. A tactic that you can consciously add is to make a list of everything you need. And no matter what, no matter how good those deals look, you stick to the list. Another one is make sure you never go shopping on an empty stomach. This is just a recipe for disaster. It's like being a fish and going for a stroll or whatever fish do, and you gotta make it back home to your family. And you decide to knowingly go across shark-infested waters. It's just not gonna end good for you, man. After avoiding certain foods and shopping with intent, then you can't start worrying about the macros and the nutrients, about this and this food if you want, whatever jargon those influencers uses, like the metabolic state of eggs, whatever it is. And you can even begin experimenting on yourself with different types of foods. How's your mental clarity? What's your energy level like? And is this difficult? Yes. But it's not as difficult as constantly being in this cycle of dieting again and again. If, my dog Benny, he's been on the same diet year round. And look at this guy, man. He's on fire, man. He's living large. View this lifestyle as a contract you make with yourself. You can even add in some contingency clauses where you allow yourself a cheat day every once in a while. And if you slip, it's okay. Just don't make that a habit. And I think it's crucial that you only compare how you feel and look to yourself, not to these steroid users or these closeted Ozempic models. Because it's Valentine's Day, I just wanted to share the love. Shout out all 128 of my subscribers. It's truly awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's kind of like the calm before a storm hits. The movement is just beginning. All right, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day.